Phoenix, I rise from the ashes every time. Good day, my lovely viewers and subscribers. Good day. Welcome to another video. What we are going to cook today is we're going to fry some fritters, saltfish fritters. I'm going to fry some saltfish fritters. I've already done Frankfurters fritters. I've already done that on my channel. Now I'm going to put a twist. I'm going to mix frankfurters with saltfish and put a twist on it. So stamp and go with a twist. In our Jamaican culture, we call saltfish fritters stamp and go. All right, but now I'm going to put a twist on the stamp and go. I'm going to add some frankfurters. So I've already done frankfurters fritters and I cannot do it again, so I'm putting a twist on it. All right, we're going to get some leaves from the thyme, tomato, scallion, flour, saltfish, black pepper. We're going to boil the saltfish and we're going to remove the bones. We are going to shred our frankfurters and we are going to have a ball today, so stay with me. In this tiny pot over here, I have some saltfish boiling, not yet boiling. I have some saltfish in the pot. I'm going to boil it and then I'm going to soak out some of the salt. All right, not all of it. Saltfish fritters need a little bit of salt in it, and so we can soak out all of the salt. All right, so we're going to put this to boil and then we're going to rinse it out. All right, so my saltfish is boiling and then I'm going to remove it, rinse it out in some water and pick it up. All right. So in here I have some thyme leaves, just the leaves from the thyme. You don't need the stick. Just pull them off like this. Just draw them off the stick. All right, you don't need the stick, and you just leave the stick like that. All right, so I have thyme leaves in there. You can use onion, scallion, anyone you want to use. All right, you cut them small. You can use onion. Just every shot. Cut them as small as you can. Don't need this big part here. And if your knife is as sharp as mine, take your time. Take your time. Alright, people. The knife will dull again. Very sharp. Those who want to use onions can use onions. Alright. Over here in my water, I have a tomato. We always take out this part. And I like to cut these small. I'm going to do them small because the saltfish is going to be very fine. And then the frank's going to be small again. Alright. I'm trying to get them as small as possible. I don't want them too big and chunky in the flour. Pepper. Dark done. I'm gonna put some of my pepper sauce in that. Over here, we have 2 francs. I have 3. I want to grate a 2. On my vegetable grater, I'm gonna grate some francs on my vegetable grater. Alright. So I'm going inside and see what it looks like. And if this one is too fine, we can use another blade. Yeah, this one too fine. This is it. I think it's too fine. Alright, I'm going to use another blade. Alright, so I've changed the blade, people, to a different blade. See if we can get some bigger slices. Alright, so let us see what is going on here. Wait, I want a slice. No slice me want. It's a little slicey. Nah. Anyway. Let's try this one and see what it looks like inside. This looks like some shred. Some big shredder. I never used this blade yet. Let me check it inside and see how it looks. Oh no, not bad. Not bad, people. Different type of slicing. So depends on what you want, alright? Shred, different type of shredding. One. So I've taken all the bones out of the saltfish and I've rinsed out the salt. Make sure you remove all the bones because these bones will hide in the fritters and you bite down on it and swallow. Alright, make sure you remove the bones. And now you're ready. Now you're ready to mix up your fritters. You're gonna put some black pepper in there. Black pepper. Black pepper. And also some of my pickle. Escovitch pickle. This hot pepper in here. Alright? So I've taken all the bones out of the saltfish and I've rinsed out the salt. Make sure you remove all the bones because these bones will hide in the fritters and you bite down on it and swallow. Alright, make sure you remove the bones. And now you're ready. Now you're ready to mix up your fritters. You're gonna put some black pepper in there. Black pepper. Black pepper. And also some of my pickle. Escovitch pickle. This hot pepper in here. Alright? Alright, people, so we're going to add flour and mix. You don't need any salt. Or if you want, you can put some in there, but the saltfish have salt already. I'm going to put a little in mine because I've soaked out a lot of the salt out of my saltfish. Alright, so I'm going to put a little salt in there. Alright, but careful who you're making the fritters for. Alright. Do not put too much water in there. Don't make it long, make it thick. Do not make it too long. Make it kind of thick. You know it. Alright. When you make it too watery, it will take up a lot of oil. You don't want that. Look at that. You can take a little bit more water. Alright. This is good. This is good. This is good. Alright. Not too watery. Hot, hot, hot. And I'm not using my grandmother's duchy today. Alright. Alright people, we're gonna let that fry. And we'll put in another batch. Alright. Don't let it burn. Alright. So I'm using my non-stick pot, not grandmother's duchy today, alright? So I'm removing this one. This one is finished. I want to put in a differences. Flat them out. Don't want them too puffy. And we have 4 over here. You can just break them apart like this. Separate them and let them drain. Let them drain. Let the oil drain. Alright, so we have 4 more in here. Alright, so let the oil drain. Turn them over and let the oil drain from them. Alright? Another batch, people. Another batch. Another 4. We're going along, people. And look over there. We are moving. Alright. And we have in the pot here. Another batch. We are moving. We'll soon finish. Alright, I have about 2 or 3 in here. Yes, people, they are finished. Alright. fritters is finished. And now for the taste test. Wrong the girl. This is a mouthful. I'm gonna need now some juice. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment. See you soon.